Hello, everybody, and welcome to another peer-driven podcast. Today is the big day. It is Factoid number 365 on Twitter. Officially 1 full year of Factoids every day of your life. So if you read one, you can make a calendar out of them.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So I'm joined here by Jordan Seidel again. He has put in a nice list of 5 factoids from our past that we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about today. How are we doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing awesome. It's a big day.
It is. Big day here, Peer Driven. We might be the only 2 people that realize it's a big day or care in any capacity, but it's a big day.
Awesome nonetheless.
I like it. All right, so we're just going to jump right in here. I'm Steve Rockwood, by the way. I'm the marketing manager at Peer Driven. If you've heard the podcast before, you've heard me before. Digital marketing factoid number 354. The average consumer's attention span is 8 seconds. So by the time I finish talking, you are ignoring me. What do you make of this one, Jordan?
You gotta get the attention quick. You don't have that much time. 8 seconds. It's not that long that people give. You gotta get them right away.
It is not. So if you ever watch YouTube ads, you'll notice that the logo is almost instantaneous, or the brand name is almost instantaneous in the ad.
Mm-hmm.
You see it right away. If you don't see it right away, you almost look for it because you go, what the heck is this ad for? And then you hit skip before you ever find out. So
exactly.
That is good times on that one. We got digital marketing factoid number 347. It correlates with the last one here. 53% of mobile pages are abandoned if longer than 3 seconds to load. The source is double click on that one. One word. 2 capitalizations.
What I make of this one, it goes along with the last one very well. But 3 seconds, that is even shorter than 8. That's way shorter.
It is.
So you got to make sure your website's good to go. It's got to load quick, and it's got to get all of its pieces moving in the right way. It's got to get going.
Definitely. If you need to test it, you can go to Google Page Insights, and they will actually tell you how quickly and how well your website loads on desktop and on mobile. And they'll give you some advice, too, if there's something that they think isn't working well. They'll tell you what to do. There's some other websites out there too. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Gmetrics sounds correct in my mind. I think they do the same thing. So you can just Google it. I'm sure you'll find plenty. I feel like Google will probably put their result first, but maybe not. Who knows? Digital marketing factoid number 329. Mobile traffic has a growth rate of 125%. Desktop traffic is growing at a rate of 12%. So if you joined the podcast yesterday, we talked a little bit about mobile traffic. You got anything on that one, Jordan, to kind of expand on that from yesterday's conversation?
It just shows, this one just shows that people are spending less time actually sitting down at their desktop or laptop, and they're browsing the web on the go on their phone. So you have to play to that market just as much, if not more, than people on regular desktop and laptops.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like if you're in the digital marketing world, or you're in the website world for the company you work for, and your boss doesn't see why it's important to be mobile optimized, if you just give him these 3 factoids, him or her, these 3 factoids in a row, you might be able to sway their opinion pretty quickly. They work together quite well.
Yes.
Digital marketing factoid number 314. 43% of people want to see more video content from marketers. So this almost plays the opposite of what we're talking about, because video is actually a little bit more difficult to optimize on a mobile phone as far as a web page goes. It kind of slows down. But there are plenty of options out there to get your video out there for people. So what do you got for me on this one, Jordan?
I just think people enjoy watching videos more so than anything else. It gets them to pay attention closer. It's easier to consume rather than reading. But yeah, video is just it's a key way to reach people.
Yep, I definitely agree. That's why we're telling you this yet again over audio with no video. But one day we'll make a video podcast.
Day 5.
Yeah, day 5. Big day, the big reveal. You can't look us up on LinkedIn or Facebook before that. You need to find out what we look like. Yeah. Final one of the day. Digital marketing factoid number 293. 47% of Americans say that Facebook is the number one influence over their purchases, and that is from Social Media Today.
So you know, when I'm on Facebook, I'm scrolling through, looking at the timeline, and then somebody says, "Oh, this product, it really helped me out." I take that pretty seriously, because somebody took their time of the day to let their other friends know that this product, you know, changed the day, changed the week, changed the month, and it means a lot. You know, you take those recommendations from your friends more seriously than, you know, an anonymous person on the internet.
Yep.
But you also take the bad recommendations too. Like somebody says, "Don't buy this. This thing is the worst."
Yep.
I probably wouldn't buy that, especially if it's coming from a close friend. You know, they're posting it online for all their friends to see. So,
yep.
Facebook's changing the game, and, you know, recommendations and reviews for products you may buy online or, you know, in the store as well.
Yeah, and they've also changed reviews to recommendations on Facebook now recently. So when people recommend something, it actually basically gives them a positive review on their official Facebook page. Whereas before, if they recommended it, it basically just gave them a notification so they were tagged. But now it actually gives them points on their reviews. So if 1,000 people recommend a business, they might have a really good star rating. But if a lot of people don't recommend the business and say, "No, I don't recommend this," basically giving them a bad review, it will bring their star rating down. So they kept the 5-star rating, but they still have 5 stars, but you don't actually rate them on a star scale. Facebook makes the number themselves based on how many people recommended or didn't recommend a business. So it's definitely different, and this probably plays even more into that now, because people are actually using recommendations as a way to review something. So people are using recommendations more and more on Facebook now, and less about reviews, and Facebook is making them more prominent on your timeline. So I see people recommending stuff all the time.
Yes.
And then you can also ask for recommendations on Facebook. So if you're looking for a guitar shop, you can ask, "I'm looking for a guitar shop and I'm in this area. What do you got for me?" And your friends can actually tell you places. So you're basically getting word of mouth from other people that had a good customer experience with you. So Facebook really is changing the game in that aspect, and making common people almost advertisers for you, as long as you gave them a good, you know, experience and they liked the price and what they got from you. So
well said.
Yeah, well, that's what we got. So that was our big day. That was the celebration. I don't have any music, but if I did, I'd be playing it right now for you. Nice parade music. But
it's an awesome day.
It's an awesome day, and the world keeps turning. Tomorrow, number 366 comes out, and before you know it, we'll be on year 2. It'll be magical.
Yeah.
So they always say don't do quick math on the air when you're recording, so I'm not going to say what 365 times 2 is, even though I know it, but I might mess it up. So in 2 years.
Awesome.
Well, my friends, we will see you next time. We do have another episode tomorrow. It's Factoid
Don't think
week
we're
still.
done.
Yeah.
Don't think we're done.
Just because in the middle of the week we hit the pinnacle does not mean we're done. We're still going strong.
All eyes on the rise.
Well, so we will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for joining me, Jordan.
Yeah, no problem.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.